Good afternoon. This is Barbara, the East Coast Dragon Lady, coming to you on a Sunday. Yesterday here was a complete washout weather-wise, and also with all this intense energy going on, and probably like a lot of people, it's been really affecting me, probably since Friday, yes, because I started my I'm having a staycation, but I was off Friday and all of next week, and I was wiped out, like no energy. So I sort of listened to my body, and yesterday was literally stay home and watch videos, which is what I did. I've been binging a program I found on Netflix, which was actually 3 seasons, and I'm now on the 3rd season. It was about past lives, which I think is what stirred up, not about past lives, it was people time traveling. So literally before I came on, I was thinking, I wasn't even sure. I'm like, do I even want to do anything this week, this Sunday, to pull any cards? Have I got anything to say? And then just before I went onto Facebook, and there was an article that from somebody who I follow that stirred up a whole lot of galactic things again. So, and since I read this article, it literally, I've got some more messages, and this is from the 9. This is a group that connected with me to tell me about their ships that were out. The mothership is how, as I told you, was the message I got. So it was a couple of weeks ago, but this is what gave me the goosebumps. So a lot of it was talking about the Matrix. So it's actually up on my Facebook page now. It's from Adriana Garay, about living on a trapped planet. About this being a matrix, which I was just sort of reading it out of interest because, I've come to believe, like a lot of people, that the moon isn't real. It's just a dead planet and it's transmitting. But then, where was the part? So if you remember, I got this communication from, and when I asked who the 9 were, they said they were the mothership of all these craft, and then went on to talk about, so here it says, according to these teachings, there is an intense space activity around Earth. Nearly 1,000 large motherships, each at least a kilometre long, along with tens of thousands of smaller craft, are believed to be stationed in Earth's orbit. These ships are said to belong to an advanced civilization whose mission is to monitor Earth's situation, support spiritual awakening, and observe incarnated beings from other worlds, often referred to as starseeds. These ships are believed to communicate with their people on Earth through telepathy, dreams, channeling, and subtle inspiration. They are also said to help prevent global catastrophes, including the possibility of nuclear war. While positive races are described as the majority, there are also said to be negative groups working with Earth's power structure to keep humanity in ignorance. These beings allegedly use portal technology to bypass the energetic blockades surrounding the planet. This entire system is often described as a cosmic theatre that can only continue as long as people believe in it. The illusion remains in effect only while humanity is unaware of its existence. So what that confirmed to me was that these large ships, they were showing me them that supported whole civilizations, so probably bigger than described. But these smaller ships were those biospheres that were attached, that grew all the food for the civilization on the ships. And it made me I've been, like a lot of people, like wondering, what is my purpose here? And all of that they just said, all that communication is everything that happens to me. And I'd always known that I've always been told I was here as that pillar to hold the vibration. But I've also believed that I was part of a galactic community. And I think this is confirming for me that I am one of these people, because this is my only incarnation. So this was a choice to come here this time on a mission, which I've always said, and this is the card I pulled, which is, I was called here on a mission. So I just got body chills talking about that. And then they went on to quickly describe to me, because when I get them, they're pretty prick communication. They were saying that the message I'd originally got was that disclosure was not going to happen. It was not going to happen as we think it's going to happen, that it's going to be much more subtle. So they were talking about the portals, and I've been stuck on these portal cards. The portals, this is the higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed, they're saying that more portals are opening. And one of my friends just posted a photograph captured of what looks like a portal that opened, and there's a ship. And that is how we are going to start, how disclosure is going to happen. It's not going to be from the government. It's not going to be from people suddenly making statements. That's all false. That's the theatre. That's that whole, let's give people something else. Or is it going to put us in fear? There's nothing for us to fear. This is, portals are opening. We've known that. I've been talking about this, not knowing that the reason behind I keep getting messages about portals. I can read portals. My friend Dina paints portals, and I can see, I've seen things, I've actually communicated with people from other times through those portals. So, and again, I've also talked about how the veil has disappeared for me. Like, there's always been it's often when we're telepathic, when we can see past the veil, can see either loved ones on the other side. I've been going back to past lives. So this is all just literally in about the last hour been this massive aha moment for me. And then I pulled I was like, what card should I use? Definitely I'm going to use these portal cards again. And then so you see, I can't even find my words now. Is raise your vibration. So they're telling me now that as we are raising our vibration, it is allowing the veil or the portals to open further. And as those portals open, where there's time travel and where there is galactic travel, so they're showing me almost like corridors as you open a portal, big enough for a ship to go through, so they can go back and forwards extremely fast. I mean, it doesn't take, like for us to go to the moon, or us to go to Mars. They can just go there. So I thought it was interesting that as I was literally getting together to start this, that was the card I pulled. I was called here on a mission. So I'd always said I felt I came on a mission. Now I know that I am here on a mission. And not only am I speaking for the dragons, but I'm here to speak because so the dragons are also saying that that's the galactic connection is also dragons. That's how they travel. They've always shown me that they can planet hop, they can go down wormholes, they can go back to their planet of origin because they weren't from here. So that was my whole, rather than coming on and saying what a crappy few days I've had, it was like, oh, that makes sense. So maybe sometimes when we have to retreat into quietness, which is literally what I've done for the last 48 hours, is literally a bit of solitaire. Emerald Table, the Emerald Table activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, consciousness manifesting. So these are all just going to confirm I'm feeling what I've just said. Is it to do with this blue moon? It could be. I'm not getting any information on that. I'm not into astrology that much. I do know that last year we had a blue moon, which is, that saying once in a blue moon, because we don't get blue moons. The weather here has been really crappy. I'm hoping it will warm up. Oh, third eye activation. So as our third eye opens, of course, we can see further. So not only is it with our physical eyes, but our third eye. Well, I love that. Last week it was about our Earth Star chakra and our other chakras opening up for communication. So that makes sense. So let's see, what else do we need? So I thought that was interesting for me when I read something and got full body chills. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, Lemurian seed code. So I got this week. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So there's the Lemurian crystal, which is a very high vibrational crystal. If you're lucky enough to have a Lemurian crystal. So I'm going to leave those there, and let's see. So I'm here on a mission. And there's a lot of you that are waking up to knowing what that mission is. So that's exciting. The book that I'm writing a chapter in is coming together nicely. That's the Dragon Codes. And actually our deadline ended yesterday. So there's 25 authors. And that will be launched in the fall, in September, I believe. Let your inner fire warm you, not burn you. I can do some inner warmth today. My light attracts light. So I think that's about frequency. That's what I'm being shown. So our light, I talk about it as like turning up our lights. It's also about connecting with Mother Gaia, but also changing our frequency. And once our frequency has changed, this is information I'm just getting now, because they're saying that as humans, we have a frequency. As humans on this planet, we have a frequency. As we evolve, and as our light turns on and we become brighter, our frequency changes, which is what allows those of us that can channel, those of us that can hear. I'm hear beyond the veil, hear beyond normal frequency, is how we've always communicated. So I'm they keep showing me as that I'm here in a human body, but I've never been human before. And so this isn't new to me. The changing my frequency, it's like tuning into the planet that you're on, tuning into the frequency of, it's a bit like tuning into the community you live in. They're saying that that's what I've been experiencing, is that, oh, that's why some of us don't feel like we belong, because we can't tune in to a local frequency. I clear my energy field. So yes, so having talk about energy fields, that's the other thing that we need to do to raise our vibration, which is what these cards are about, raising our vibration. We have to clear our energy fields, because it gets very, so we've got an aura, and then various levels of that aura, and things get stuck out in our aura, which can then affect what's coming in, what's going out. So they're showing me to use crystals. They're not, I mean, Lemurian would be awesome. I don't own a Lemurian crystal. if you have one, that would be a way to tune in. But most crystals have a high vibration. They can also pull in high vibrations. So, whether it's a smaller crystal, if you have a big crystal, they're saying hold that and ask for it to clear your aura. Let me see. I've got one sitting over here. So just hold on a moment. I just want to show you. So this is a crystal I used to use when I was doing in-person Reiki. It's a big crystal, and it's heavy. And this is my other one, has a rainbow in here. But this I used to use to clear the room, bring in energy. So they're saying that if you can hold one, you can ask it, you can tune into it. They're saying tune in. All right, so if you hold it with your heart, tune in. This is all new to me, so you're getting a hot off the press. Hold the crystal, spend some time tuning into it. I've had these a long time, so they're very tuned into me. And then just see it going out and clearing, because this can send out signals and it can bring them in, but you can ask it to clear and it does it very quickly. It can push it out, it can bring it into the crystal as well. That's the other thing. You can also ask it to clear your chakras, because again, it will pull the energy. The thing with crystals as well is when it's a sunny day, put them out in the sunshine, because that recharges them. They like salt water as well. They like snow. I used to, when I was using them frequently, put them out in snowstorms. You've got to remember where they are if you've got to dig them out. But they love that because they were in the ground. So they're saying even if you don't have a big crystal, any size crystal, 2 smaller crystals, whatever you feel attracted to will help you tune it into your heart and then ask for it to clear your energy field. And that way it can be done quickly. It doesn't have to be a big ceremony. I'm always being told that, some people spend an hour doing that. They're like, it's really quick, especially if you use crystals. Even better if you have like a Lemurian. I have various little ones and big ones. So that's their message from the 9. I'm just seeing if they want me to, if there's anything else. So I think that's a lot. Oh, it's 20 minutes I've talked about. So I'm just having, this is my younger son's birthday on Tuesday. So I usually take this week off, and I'm glad we didn't plan to go away because he hasn't been feeling too well either. Actually, I'm going to do one more card. Venusian Galactic Council, Star Beings, Answer the Call, Time to Shine. So I pulled this one yesterday as well, I believe. So this is just talking about these are the galactic councils. So we've got the Higher Heart activation, Emerald Tablet activation, Third Eye activation, Lemurian seed codes, and the Venusian, which is seeing star being guides. And let's just do, and that's Lady Venus and Lord, I can never remember who her partner is. And this last one is Healing Myself Heals My Lineage. So that also talks about putting your roots down so that you can tap into Mother Gaia and then tap in to above you. I think I've mentioned this before, that when I ground into the earth, I also use my hands and I literally put out roots into the galactic realms so that I get that energy from above. So as above, so below. So I think that's it for now. If I get any more information, I will come to you in the week. If you are taking time off, enjoy your time off. Do what feels right to you. I think a lot of times, I know I do, I feel under pressure to do certain things. And it's like, do what you're guided to. And that's all you can do. So have a good week, and I will be back soon.